Sorry, I was running a little late on this one tonight, but hey, it's Friday night, so look at that. I'm just going to go and check my sound here. Let's see if I got this thing working.
Welcoming a baby is a journey.
Looks like there's an ad first. Hold on. So before we jump into the Battle Cat versus Roton, I do want to talk about something really cool, and you guys have seen them already for those that have been on here, and that is these cool Battle Cat, or not Battle Cat, Panther helmets that I've been working on. And I want to explain what the difference is between them. So, this is the unpainted one, and this is the painted one. So I'm only making the painted ones like this right now. You can see the difference. And so unpainted, painted. And normally to get these to stay on, you got to put like a couple spots of the poster putty. Two small little circular ones for the unpainted ones, just right under the helm, right under the horns. It works really good. And then of course, if you got a painted one, I put three, one under the nose and one under each horn. Just small little specks. And they work really good to stick on there to keep it on there. Because unfortunately, Panther's head is super smooth, so it does come off really easy. I mean, it is form fit, but even though it's form fit, it doesn't fit tight. It's just fits into the grooves it's there, but it doesn't take much at all to knock it off. All right, let's see how many people I've got online. I got 4 people online, so let's go ahead and get into this Roton. So I wasn't planning on opening this because, as most of you guys know, I'm kind of hanging up the gloves on Mega Construx. But then somebody just contacted me and said, hey, I have a cool idea. What if you were to make that Cringer head for the Mega Construx to make like a small little Cringer? And I thought, sure, that's a good idea. I already got most of the stuff made already. So the guy was going to mail me out a Panther to use for a demonstration to work on it. I said, you know what? I got this set at home. I actually originally ordered, so they have other sets in the line. Here we go. I actually originally ordered this from Target, but instead of sending me this, they sent me this. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to return it. It's a cool set anyway. It has Merman in it, and it's the blue Merman, and it's got Battle Cat, so I figured, what the heck? I might as well just keep the set. So let's go ahead and check this out. Oh. So, there we go. So here's the book. And it looks like it has the instructions on how to build everybody. Now look how cool He-Man's battle armor there. It actually fills his whole chest like it's supposed to. And of course, I'm mostly interested in Battle Cat today. I'm not going to make you guys watch me build this whole entire thing. It doesn't look that difficult to build, unlike Castle Grayskull, which is good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packages. So we got a package right here, just a Battle Cat. And it's like he's just about already built. Not much to him at all. And we have Merman. It looks like after he got turned to stone and smashed on the ground. And then we have our He-Man, and it's battle armor He-Man. And again, it's so cool they got the whole entire chest as battle armor, as opposed to just the small little piece we got. And he comes with his axe and then some other parts too to build the rest of the machine. And you can see here the size is going to be. Let me go and get a Classics figure. Now this is actually not done. I'm still working on this custom. But you can see the size of it in comparison. So there you go. Let me get my light on here so you guys can see better. And let's go ahead and set up that Battle Cat. And then I can figure out what size head I need to create to make a little Cringer out of it. Oops. Ugh. Did I lose any other pieces? See, it's what I get for just throwing stuff around. What the heck is that? Oh, it's the horn for his helmet. No? Anyway, looks like this just goes on there like so. Now, one thing I do like about this is that they actually make the helmet removable. We've seen some other ones where the helmet's not removable. So that is really cool. This actually plugs into his head so you don't lose his helmet. That's cool. And we got one little piece left. I'm guessing it goes here. But let me go and check the directions just so I'm not They don't show it there. They don't show it there. There it is. And yep, it goes that way, but I have it facing the wrong direction, so I need to turn that around. That light is not very bright. So let's go ahead and rip off his head and see what kind of connection we have there that I have to create. It looks like it's a double barbell. So we can take it off on the other side. Yep, and you can. So if you're watching, if I make this head for you, it's cringer size, you'll probably have to use some 2-part epoxy to stick it on there, because it will basically just have the slit already in there. You'll slide it on with a 2-part epoxy, then just let it set up, and then it will become one with the barbell. Now what's funny is they actually gave us ankle articulation in this small little battle cat, but not any other articulation in the middle of the leg. I actually like that better, to tell you the truth. To have the ankle articulation, I think it's actually a more important joint than the middle of the leg, because the legs usually just move like this anyway, but that little bit of ankle, that lets you adjust the legs in different places. Now, like I mentioned before when I did mine, the back legs to me are not as important to have that articulation. Let's see how Cringer would look next to He-Man. So it would definitely be the baby Cringer. So if I was to create a Cringer head for him, you could see, that is really stuck on there. There we go. It'd be a small little Cringer. All right, so yep, I can do that. I can make the small little Cringer head. Cool, cool, cool. Now, one of my other projects I've been doing is somebody asked me if I could make the replacement key for this. So, this one doesn't have the key in it. I wonder where I put the other one. Anyway, I was hoping to show you guys a comparison of the keys. Here are my keys that I have made. Look at that. And it's very, very similar to the keys that came inside. I'm curious to see if it fits inside here. That's one of my things I wanted to test. And it does. Look at that. Woohoo! So that was my main objective, is that the key actually fits in there. I'm going to go ahead and look for that one more time. I had it on my desk in the other room. You guys can stay here and stare at the cool land shark, and I'll be right back if I find that key. All right, I found it. Hooray. I knew I would. It was on my desk, so let's go ahead and take out the original key. So here is the real key, right here. Let's see if you guys can see that or not. And here is one of the keys that I just made, that I 3D printed. Not too shabby. That looks very similar. Check that out. Let's see your guys' comments. Nope, no comments. So that is cool. So the guy who asked me to make these keys for you, there you go. I'm going to move the original out of there so I don't accidentally mix it up with the one that I made. And I'll be sending you 2 of these keys, just so in case one breaks or you lose one, you got another one. So there you go. So those came out really good. I'm impressed with myself. So cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I made 8 of them, so I'll have them. Yep, it's crazy. I think it cost me less than $1 to make all 8 of them. That's just so crazy. Of course, it took me I've made a bunch of them, and I had a bunch of errors, ones that didn't work right. So they have gone to the drawing board a couple different times trying to get them just right. But that's the final ones. I think it finally worked. Cool. You know what? I thought he was gonna be blue. That's a little disappointing. He looked more blue on the box. All right, let's go ahead and open up the Man of Mer. And let's build him. Looks like a pretty easy build. So, I think it's cool that these are so customizable by having all the pieces separated. That way then you can, you know, switch and swap pieces all you want, which has always been kind of a fun thing to do, and why I love the Origins is because you can easily just mix and match. But at the same time, I am not a fan of the Origins because they're doing the bicep cut. I know it sounds kind of funny, but to me the bicep cut is really important. It just gives that extra bit of articulation, and it just makes their arms move strange, and also the way the angle of the shoulders go in for the Origins. Anyway, oh, I forgot his shorts. That's why this is going together so weird. Where's my comment people out there? Oh yeah, Scareglow is cool. All right. So this must be the front because it's smaller, pointed. And it has a little indent to fit that. There we go. That seems to be working better. Hooray. It's kind of fun today. We had two of the grandkids over. We were using Nerf Wars, and we were also playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It was fun. Yeah, my grandson's 3 years old. And of course, I did already buy my He-Man figure. Oh, he lost his tail. Whoop. There we go. He's like Eeyore. Where did my tail go? All right, there is Merman. Burp. Merman. All right, let's go ahead and build a battle armor He-Man while we're sitting here. Let me see if you guys have any questions. Don't forget the shorts. Thanks, Spartacus. There's such a lag. By the time you wrote that, man, and believe it or not, I'm actually already done. It just takes forever for me to, for you to see the video and for me to see the comments afterwards. Now, the funny thing is this one already had shorts added on. You know what I hate about these wrappers? Is they look like Hostess wrappers when you buy Hostess treats sometimes. It's like, no, where's my Twinkies? Anyway, let's go ahead and build Flea Man. Now, I think what's funny about He-Man is they have one wrist on one side that is part of the sculpt, and the other one is this little bracelet wristband you stick on them. I think they did release one that did have the two wristbands instead of the sculpt. I tried to make a 2000X one of my customs, that I actually took this arm on and reversed it on the other side. I did some sanding so it'd work. And let's go ahead and put on his battle armor. Try to get his head unstuck from his armor. Get your head out, man. This should just slide right over. Man, that is hard to get on there. It feels like it's going to crack on you. All right. I've seen his battle axe somewhere. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. I want him to keep the hole as small as possible so I don't lose a bunch of Lego. Mega Construx. Sorry about that, Mattel. Now they got a spot way down here to hold it in his hand. That just seems odd to me to have it that far down. It's got to be just a little bit higher up so you can balance the battle axe out. There you go. Now, it would have been so cool if they found some way to make this a barrel so it actually work and cause battle damage. But I do like that it goes all the way across the chest. Like I've complained 1,000 times now in videos. I just cannot stand that little barrel. They should have at least made the outline edge around it like they did with Skeletor. See, with Skeletor, at least made an outline edge so it looks like it's bigger than it really is. They should have at least done that with here, is make that outline like we have here around the chest to give it the appearance like it's bigger. Even that would have been cooler looking, but just putting it the way it is, looks like a smooth chest with a little barrel in the middle. It's just so weird looking. Anyway, I'll open him later. Some other time. All right. So my first actual He-Man character figure was Battle Armor He-Man. I got him before I got the regular He-Man. I didn't get the regular He-Man until I was actually an adult. But I had Battle Armor He-Man the majority of my life. Not majority of my life, but the majority of my He-Man collecting life. So to me, this is almost more He-Man than the one that has the armor on like this. So it's kind of funny. For most people, obviously, it is the regular He-Man is their He-Man. Now, my first actual figure from Masters of the Universe was actually Skeletor, as I told you guys before. So let's go ahead and put He-Man on Battle Cat. See how he fits. Now this is cool. Look how huge this Battle Cat is next to this He-Man. That's how it should be, where the Battle Cat is actually as tall, if not taller, than He-Man. So he's riding this mammoth giant cat. And of course he has handles to hang on to. Like he's riding one of those jumping... Oops. Ah, you lost your leg, He-Man. And all this time he thought I was just pulling his leg. Ugh. You know, in a few years, this will cost you an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg. Okay, I'll stop making lame uncle jokes. All right. So that is cool. This Battle Cat is the coolest thing. Oh, it's so cool. Does his mouth move too? Nope, his mouth does not move. Does his head go up and down? Oh, it does. Look at that. Talk about some massive articulation. First of all, his head goes up and down, and it's the same connection point as the Classics. See, check this out. Here's Classics Panther, and you can see he has the same kind of articulation with the big old neck piece going up and down. But in Origins, they didn't do that. So I'm wondering if the person who made this was looking at the Classics Battle Cat and not the Origins Battle Cat, because this is connected way up there, and he has ankle articulation. And let's take a look. Yeah, see, on this one here, just his fat neck moves right here at the top, burp, 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 like a chicken or something, but it doesn't move down here at all. So that's kind of crazy how the Mega Construx is almost made better than the Origins one. Now, a couple things I'm not a huge fan of, but it has to be that way because this, of course, is a building toy. And that is the big old gaps in all the seams here around his legs. But, you know, and in his head also. But those big old gaps allow for massive articulation. So... And his tail's kind of weird too. As you can see, it keeps falling off just because of the extra space around it. But again, that's for interchangeability. So you could do some crazy stuff like, you know, put his tail on his leg, and I guess the balls are different sizes. Wow, I thought the balls would be the same size. You could swap the front and back. So if you wanted to, if you had two Battle Cats, you could get ankle articulation. Of course, his knee's going the wrong way, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yep, so wait. What if I stuck it on this side? Oh, look at that. You just put it on the other side, then it goes the right direction. So you could potentially just get a bunch of front legs and make yourself a really crazy Battle Cat that has ankle articulation on the front and the back. That's kind of fun. All right, let's go and check out your guys' comments. As you can tell, I'm getting kind of tired here. It's been a pretty long day after having the grandkids here. That's kind of fun. Look, they got the eyeball pieces for the Roton. All right. Let's see. Don't forget the shorts. Thanks. Battle Merman and He-Man is also my first He-Man and Skeletor. Wow, cool stuff, man. Awesome, man. Thanks, Ali Fuller. I appreciate that. Classic figures now cost an arm and a leg. They do. Is there a way to get Panther and Skeletor outside the Point and Dread set? Yes, I believe there is. I think I've seen the Panther and Skeletor outside the Point and Dread set by itself in its own separate little package of 2. So I think I have seen that. Hey Ben, thanks for joining us. Daniel, thanks for joining us. All right. So, quick recap before I let you guys go. If you're going to order the cool helmets, this is unpainted. This is painted. And if for some crazy reason you want a key, let me know. If you order a helmet and you want a key, I'll toss one in with the helmet for you. I'm not going to sell these individually yet. It's too much of a pain to ship just one little itty bitty key. But I probably will put them on Shapeways so you guys could buy them in a bunch and save on shipping. Not just the keys, but other things too. Merman. Oh, he's taking Battle Cat. That's funny. These are so cool. You know, if Origins did not come out, I would collect every single Mega Construct. But since Origins came out too, it's just getting too much to have, you know, Mega Construct and Origins and Classics and whatever else. Now there is a gray splotch of paint on his face right there, which is probably why his head might have been stuck inside the battle armor. I'll probably try to take some alcohol and try to wash that off later. And if it doesn't work, I'll be very careful with some acetone. Now, if I remember right, I think his hair might come off too. I'm not sure. You know what? I think on one of them I tried to take the hair off and it ended up ruining the figure. So let me just leave it on there. I'll just work around it. All right. Oh, I'm also working on this, in case you're wondering what the heck this is. Boop. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a Skeletor. Now, I do have this cool head that I got from a different figure. Came with the 112 figure. I forget who it was now. And then I bought the body from a Chinese seller on eBay. He did come with the heads, but I already had one. So I'm going to customize it. I can get him a lot cheaper to buy it there. So he is a little bit filthy. It's going to take a little bit of cleaning to get him clean. But when I'm done, hopefully, I'm probably not going to use this head. It's just too bean on his head. It's too small. And I want to make a Skeletor. I thought for sure this would work with a really cool Skeletor head because it has an articulated jaw, which is really a cool idea. But the problem is because the Classics figure's necks are so big, when you put it on, the jaw runs into the neck. So you'd have to sand the neck in order to get the jaw to work. And the head's just too small. But when I was going to use it for Skeletor, I was going to add a hood so you wouldn't notice it was so small. I did stack an O-ring inside to make it sit a little higher. But this ball joint is not the same size as the normal Masters of the Universe collection. Here, let me go ahead and get a Classics and show you. So you can see, get on there, how cool that could be. But again, the jaw, you can just barely move it a little bit because unless you put his head back. But even then, it's not quite fitting on there. See, so that would have been really cool with an extra hood for Skeletor. But I'm kind of annoyed at myself because I spent quite a bit on that head thinking it would be the solution to make an articulated Skeletor. Because I really wanted a Skeletor that could laugh and do different things, especially for my stop motion, any kind of fun. But I didn't realize that this head just does not fit right. Close. So close. And another thing, sorry to push all my stuff, but my shark vehicle, Land Shark, ends tomorrow, I think. So if you guys want to bid on this, it's your last chance. It does have the cool new seat that actually fits in there way better. Oops, I left the little black piece in there. So if you happen to win this one, you got to take out the black piece inside that I added for, and then drop the seat right in there. And the seat's been formed just right to fit on the bottom. It is so cool. Let's see, what's the question? That head might look good on a 2000X Skeletor body. That's a good idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but... Oh, ooh, there's how he sits in there for those that want to see. I know you guys are the same people that's been here a million times to my channel. He's probably like, man, he's showing that off again. But I'm hoping maybe I'll have one new person that hasn't seen it yet. And they can see the coolness of the land shark. Now, I do have another land shark on pre-order. I haven't got it yet. It's going to take a while to get to me probably because it's a big bad toy store. But eventually, once I get it, then I'll be making another one. But the other one I might end up keeping, though, instead of selling. All right. Thank you for hanging with me on a Friday night. You know what? I don't even have any real desire to even build the Roton. Isn't that horrible? I just want to see the Battle Cat. Sorry, Roton. I don't know if I'm gonna ever build you or not. I'll probably stick you into Ziploc baggies and set you aside. I wonder if Merman has any weapons in these bags. There's his stuff. We got to get Merman stuff out of there. Oh, that's cool. He has both the sword. Look at this. I cannot believe this. This is better than Origins. Look how sharp that is. That's so cool. It's not a corn on the cob piece. That is an awesome sword. And he has a staff, which we didn't see the staff with Origins at all. So see, I'm really guessing the people that made this, they must have been looking at classics when they did it. Because there's too many classic elements, like the staff and the blue dot. I mean, that's another throwback, having the blue highlights. It's got to go this way. This is another in-between part I don't see. Ah, the giant fork of truth. Now, when my son was younger, Merman was his favorite. So, if you're watching, kiddo, this is for you. Merman. Merman was a good guy in his storyline when he was a kid. So, there we go. And he didn't call him Merman. He called him Fred. Fred. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Oh, let's check your questions again. Have a good night, Hebrew. Thanks, Sportimus. That robot is cool. Build it. Oh, the Roton. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And again, if you do want to get a helmet, contact me on Facebook. To find me on Facebook, it's he-bro.com. he-bro.com. And I'm only going to make a few more. So if you want one, you got to get a hold of me sooner than later. All right. See you guys next video.